You ever wonder how a tiny little spark of an idea, a thought you have in the shower, somehow becomes a product that changes the world? It feels like one of the biggest mysteries in business. But the answer? It's not magic. Turns out it's all about having a map. Today, we're going to unfold that map and explore the playbook that turns a breakthrough from just a dream into a reality.
So yeah, this is the big one. The question that keeps innovators, leaders, and entire companies up at night. Is it just a random stroke of genius? Some lightning bolt of inspiration that you can only hope for? Or is there actually a process, something you can follow, and maybe even get really, really good at? Well, here's the secret. It's not magic at all. It is a process. Think of it like a structured journey with clear phases, milestones to hit, and the right tools to guide you along the way. And today, you and we're going to walk through that exact map step by step.
All right, so every great journey has to start with a destination, right? Before you even take a single step, you've got to know where you're going. You have to define your strategic direction, basically the territory you're setting out to conquer.
And that's where this comes in. You have to choose your focus. Is your mission to create a totally brand new product, something nobody's ever seen before? Or are you trying to innovate a process, like making a factory 20% more efficient? Maybe you're all in on pioneering some sustainable tech, or you're trying to break into a whole new market. Getting this nailed down right at the start is absolutely crucial, because it ensures the entire team is rowing in the same direction.
Okay, so the destination is set, now the real journey begins. This is that magical part where a simple spark of an idea starts to become something real, something you can actually hold in your hands and test out. And here it is, the entire path laid out for us. This 5-phase roadmap is our guide, and it takes us from those very first, hey, what if conversations, all the way to a full-blown commercial launch. So let's break down those first few steps because they are critical. So, phase 1, concept development. This is all about brainstorming, throwing ideas at the wall and asking, is this even possible? And if the answer is yes, you get a proof of concept. From there, you jump to phase 2, prototype design. This is where you build that first tangible version. Think of the first clunky iPhone prototype. It wasn't pretty, but it proved that the touchscreen could actually work. And then you hit phase 3, testing and validation, where you put that prototype through its paces with real users to see if you're really onto something. All right, so you've got a validated idea in your hands. You're feeling good, but the journey isn't over, not by a long shot. In fact, some of the biggest, toughest challenges are still just around the corner. Now it's time to get this idea ready for the real world. This brings us to phase 4, scaling. And let me tell you, it's one thing to make one perfect prototype in a lab. It is a completely different ballgame to make a million of them flawlessly on a production line. This phase is all about getting that process just right. And then, finally, the last step, deployment. This is the finish line. You're finalizing the product, you're filing the patents, and you're getting ready to launch it out into the world. Okay, so we've got the map, we know the route, but any seasoned explorer will tell you you also need the right gear for the trip. So let's take a look at the essential tools and frameworks you're going to need to navigate this journey without getting lost. So, how do you know if you're actually making progress on this journey? You use KPIs. Think of them as your compass and your speedometer. Time to prototype. Well, that tells you how fast you're moving. Innovation success rate tells you if your projects are actually making it to the finish line. And something like the R&D efficiency ratio is just a fancy way of asking, hey, are we getting a good bang for our buck here? These metrics turn gut feelings into cold, hard data. Let's be real. Every journey has potential dangers. Potholes, roadblocks, you name it. This risk assessment framework is all about seeing them coming. What do we do if the tech fails? What's our backup plan if we run out of money? By spotting these risks ahead of time and thinking about their impact and how likely they are, teams can have a plan in place before they hit a wall. And of course, you can't go anywhere without supplies. But resources aren't just about cash. True success depends on a really careful balance of the right people with the right skills, the best tools in tech, enough funding to get you there, and sometimes even strategic partners who can help you navigate the tricky parts of the trail. So, all along this journey, there are these critical checkpoints, these moments where you have to pause and take stock. And this question right here, asked during those review cycles, might just be the most important one of all. It's the moment of truth. Because it doesn't matter how brilliant your tech is or how clever your idea is if real users don't actually find it valuable. This single question keeps the entire project grounded in reality. A true culture of innovation isn't just about one single epic breakthrough. It's about building a system, a repeatable process for success. It's about planning not just the journey you're on right now, but all the ones that are going to come after it.
And this is what that long-term view looks like in the real world. The most successful organizations out there, they build an innovation pipeline. They aren't just thinking about next year's small improvements. They're also planning to enter new markets 3 years from now. And they're laying the groundwork today for some seriously disruptive, game-changing technology 5 years down the road.
So how do you keep all these different expeditions running smoothly at the same time? Simple. Communication. It's absolutely vital. Things like regular progress reports, budget updates, and yearly impact reports make sure that leadership, investors, and pretty much everyone involved are all on the same page, looking at the same map. And so, we end with the one key question that this entire playbook is designed to help you answer. It really ties everything we've talked about together: the timeline, the strategy, the resources. It's not just about finishing one journey. It's about asking if you're truly set up, truly equipped to be an innovation leader for years to come. So, what would the answer be for your team?